Hey, welcome. We have some pretty serious cold weather coming into Oklahoma tonight and tomorrow, as does most of the United States. So I thought I'd show you a little bit about prepping for cold weather. And this is just what I do. I've done it this way for decades. I'm not trying to diss on anybody's party or anything. I don't put blankets on my horses. If you do, God bless you and your horse. I just don't do it. A little history lesson. I used to be a history teacher, by the way. In the winter of 1886-87, they had a big blizzard in the northern plains. Hundreds of thousands of cattle died during that blizzard. And that was caused by a combination of several things. Number one, they had brought up probably at least 1 million Texas Longhorns over the previous decade from Texas up into the Montana, South Dakota, that area. So they had all these Texas cattle. And then they had overgrazed the grasses, and they'd had a drought the summer before in 1886, which had left very little grass on the ground. And then add to that a big blizzard. So the cattle could not dig down under the snow and find grass to eat. Therefore, they died. And so you add all that up, and they called it the Great Dying. And then they had another bad winter a couple of years after that. So that was kind of what started American ranchers in putting up hay, which we have been doing ever since. Some of them did it before then, but kind of became a common thing then. So in cold weather, your horses need two things. They need lots of hay and they need good water. That's it. If they have those two things, they are going to be fine. You can see behind me, we put out a big hay bale, which I only use those in the severe cold weather because the horses will eat a lot. And then I've put heaters in the water tanks. This is the submersible kind. I think these are about $50 at the farm store. I've got some of the older style that sit on top of the water. Either way, the horses kind of like to grab those and pull them out, and sometimes you have to watch them pretty closely. But if you do those two things, make sure your horse has plenty of hay and good water, they're going to be fine.